Soon You'll Get Better by Taylor Swift is going to be played in standard tuning in a progression descending out of C, and it's a pretty chordy song. But the first chord is going to be a C major. I've got my ring finger on the 5-string 3 fret, my second finger on the 4-string 2 fret, an open 3 string, and my first finger on the 2-string 1 fret and an open 1 string. And you're going to begin the progression. It's all going to be fingerpicked, by the way. You'll strike with your thumb the fretted 4th or the fretted 5th string, and then you'll pluck up with your first and second fingers on strings 2 and 3. And on the pluck up, you'll immediately hammer down with your pinky finger to the 3rd string or to the 2nd string 3rd fret. And then you'll pluck up 2 more times in that formation. And then you'll lift up your pinky finger. And then you'll lift up your first finger, and then you'll put your first finger back down on the 2nd string 1st fret, and that's the feel that will be happening underneath the movement that is happening, the progression of chords that happens during the intro. And then you're going to move with your second finger to the 5-string 2 fret and leave your first finger in position on the 2nd string 1st fret and do the same thing. Except for here, after you hammer on with your pinky finger to the 2nd string 3rd fret, you'll hit the open 1 string, and then you'll come back to hit the still fretted 2nd string 3rd fret, and then you'll pick up your pinky finger to where your first finger is still at on the 2nd string 1st fret. You'll hit it twice, and then you'll hit the open 3rd string. So we've got in the C, and then you'll move to an A minor 7 by moving your first fingers staying planted on the 2nd string 1 fret, but you'll move with your second finger to the 4th string 2nd fret, and you'll repeat the same movement that you did in the C chord, but now your ring finger just isn't down, your ring finger's up, and you're making that an A minor 7 chord. So hammer with your pinky to the 2nd string 3rd fret, pluck up with your fingers, then lift your pinky finger up to where your first finger's out on the 2nd string 1st fret, then lift up your first finger, then put your first finger back down on the 2nd string 1st fret, and then you're going to walk back up to the C by going. The way that's done is you're going to go with your ring finger to the 6th string 3rd fret, and you'll have an open 2nd and 3rd strings. So you'll pluck down with your thumb and up with your second finger simultaneously on strings 6 and 2, and then you'll hit with your first finger the open 3 string, and then you'll move to the A7 shape from earlier of second finger on the 4th string 2 fret and first finger on the 2 string 1 fret, and do the same thing, plucking down now with your thumb on the 5 string that's open and up with your second finger on the 2 string, and then plucking the open 3rd string, and then you're going to go. So the third chord of this walk up is going to be a B minor feel. You're going to put your second finger down on the 5-string 2 fret, and your pinky finger down, or your ring finger if you want to use that, but it's easier for me to use my pinky. You're going to put your pinky finger down on the 2-string 3 fret. You'll pluck down with your thumb and second finger up simultaneously on strings 5 and 2. And then you'll, after plucking that, you'll hit with your second finger the open 1 string, and then come down first finger to the still fretted 2nd string, and then hit the open 3rd string. And that's your intro that runs. It runs through like that one time. And then it goes into the verse where she begins singing. The progression will be basically the same progression that we just had, but you're finger picking it. That's what the picking pattern is going to be over the verse. So in the C chord, I'm striking the 5 string, and then I'm going 2, 3, 4. So 5, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4 with second, first thumb, second, first thumb, thumb, second, first thumb, second, first thumb, 5, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4 strings. That does that once on the C, and then you're going to drop it down to the B and do the same thing. Here you'll have an open 4 string, but your 5 string is fretted on the 2nd fret with your 2nd finger, and your 1st finger is remaining stagnant throughout pretty much all of this, still on the 2nd string, 1 fret. So that's your B chord. Then you're going to go to the A7 chord. Then you're going to go to the G chord, but leave. For the G chord, you're going to move with your 2nd finger to the 6th string 3rd fret, but leave your 1st finger still where it's at in that C-ish position on the 2nd string 1st fret. So that's your G chord, and then you're going to go to an F chord. For the F chord, it's a bit more difficult. You can just play it as a standard F bar chord if you want to. So bar across the 1st finger, or bar across the 1st fret of the guitar with your 1st finger, then ring finger to the 5 string 3rd fret, pinky finger to the 4 string 3rd fret, and 2nd finger to the 3 string 2 fret. And here you would be finger picking up instead of down. So you'd be going like 6, 4, 3, 2, 6, 4, 3, 2. But the way that I'm doing it is I'm leaving the 3rd string open, so that I can go 6, 4, 3, 2, but the 3 string is open. Thumb first, second. I'm going thumb, thumb, second. Thumb, thumb, first, second with my right hand. Thumb, thumb, first, second on 6, 4, 3, 2. With the 3 string open. And the way that I'm accomplishing that is I've got my thumb grabbing the 6 string 1st fret, my ring finger's on the 5 string 3rd fret, my pinky is on the 4 string 3rd fret, and my 1st finger is still planted on the 2nd string 1st fret. And then it goes back to the G. And for the G, the last time I think that they lift the 1st finger off the 2nd string so that the 2nd string is open, and then that repeats. The 2nd time through the verse, the guitar does something more similar to what's in the intro again, of like singing over that. So if you want to attempt that, feel free. Whenever we get to the chorus is going to be, so it's going to be a C chord, and you'll pluck down with your thumb and up with your 2nd finger simultaneously inside of a C chord on the 5 and 2 strings. And then you'll go. So that's pluck, open 3, fretted 4, pluck, open 3, fretted 4 with thumb and 2nd pluck, and then 1st finger, thumb. So 5 and 2 simultaneous, and then 3, 4, simultaneous 3, 4, and then you'll walk down to the B, and and then you're going to go to an F chord, and then to the G chord, then to the A minor chord, to the G chord, and to the F chord, and then stop on the G chord. So that's the chorus. To the B chord, to the F chord, to the G chord, to the A minor 7 chord, to the G chord, to the F chord, to the G chord. And that picking pattern remains pretty much solid. Simultaneous pluck across whatever the root chord is, and then wherever your first finger is, like the second string, so wherever the root note is and the second string, simultaneous pluck, pluck, and then first thumb, pluck, first thumb, pluck, first thumb, pluck, first thumb, inside of the chord shape. So that's the chorus. Then it goes back into another verse. When we get to the bridge is going to go to a D minor. You're going to put your second finger on the third string, second fret, pinky finger on the second string, third fret, and first finger on the first string, first fret, plucking the open fourth string, and your second finger will be plucking up on the fretted first string, and then just continue to execute that finger rolling pick from before. So D minor to a G major, and then it's going to go to a C chord, to the B chord, to the A minor chord, to the G chord, to the F chord, and then the second time on the F chord it goes to an F minor chord. And that's the last new chord of the song. The way that you're going to have to make that F minor is you will have to bar across the first fret of the guitar, and then ring finger will go down on the fifth string third fret, pinky finger will go down on the fourth string third fret, and you will have your first finger bar catching the first fret of strings 4, 3, 2, and 1 behind your chord position. After that F minor, it just goes quietly back into single strums of the C to the B, and I can't remember if it goes next to the A minor there or if it's the verse progression of C to B to the F to the G. So that's the difference between the verse progression and the chorus progression, is that the chorus progression goes C, B to the A minor, and then through the rest of the progression, while the chorus progression goes C to the B to the F, and then ascends back up to the A minor. So those are the chords and the movements to Soon You'll Get Better by Taylor Swift. Hopefully that gives you an idea of how to approach the song.